Have you checked your bank statement at the end of the year and you saw all of the money that passed through it? But here's one thing, you can't even account for the money on how you spent it. Well, this video is for you, especially if you have experienced such. I mean, I myself have experienced it where I can't account for a lot of money that passed through my account for the past 12 months. In this video, you are going to be learning 5 tiny habits that is going to make you financial literate in 2026. Now, I'm not talking about just knowing how to spend your money, but something that is going to make you set systems on how you are going to spend your money in things that matters, because being financially educated is quite different from being financial literate. And these things lies in the tiny habits that we exhibit every single day, and we don't really pay attention to them. These tiny habits are the habit that is making us not to manage our finances very well and not to achieve our desired goals as an adult. So let's dive right in. Number one habit that is going to help you become financially literate in 2026 is by matching your money with your priorities. Now, there are things that are on the top priorities, things like your house rent, school fees, maybe if you're still in school or if you're paying your children's school fees, electricity bill, water bill, and your health bills. So these are priorities. So ensure that your money is going to these top priorities. So over time, I've seen that a lot of people spend money in things that doesn't really matter. Things that, let me say, things like buying of clothes that they never wore, buying of shoes that they never wore, or buying of necklaces that they never wore, or jewelry that they never wanted. At the end of the day, they just spend money on things that did not matter. Remember that money is supposed to be spent on things that you care about. And these things that you care about are things that are supposed to sustain you to make the money back or even multiply it. So instead of spending money in things that you end up not using, or making impulse buyings where you go into a store and you are deviating from what you actually went to buy to buying things that you may not necessarily need them. So instead of involving in those impulse buying, you can prioritize your spendings. Here is how you can match your money with your priorities. This is what you do. Just list out top 5 priorities that you have, and then channel or map out the specific percentage that will go into these priorities, right? Another way you can do it is to pull up your bank statement for the past 30 days and then watch what you spent on the last 30 days. From there, you will see what you spent most on, and you know how to fill in the gap. Once you do this monthly, you'll be able to match your money into what matters. Number two habit that will also help you to become financially literate in 2026 is by having what I call money dates. This is where you bring out a particular day in a month and sit down to look at the amount you have, or you take a look at your bank statement to see how much money did you make in that month and how much did you spend and what did you spend on. That is like having a date with your money or with your bank account. In that way, you'll be able to trace on what you spend money most on in that particular month. Here you get to sit down to analyze every single spending that you did for that particular month. And this will give you an idea or a clear picture of what you spend on and how you are going to be adjusting it. Now, here is what Money Date helps you to do. At the end of you analyzing your bank statement for that particular month, you will sit back to cut out places that you feel that you spent unnecessarily. So let's take, for instance, you spent money more on takeout, maybe on food. You spend money on food. You can say, oh, this month I'm going to be cutting down maybe 20% on takeout, or I'm going to be saving 50,000 naira, or I'm going to be saving 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira of my money. You just choose one thing you are going to be doing after that money date. Don't select a lot of things. If not, you may end up not doing any. So after, when you have a money date, you'll be able to cut down on some things that you spend money lavishly on. Number three is automate the basics. The basics I mean are things like basics like water bill, electricity bill, rent, school fees. You know, these are the basics. Your food bills, these are the basics. So what you need to do is to use apps. There are so many apps right out there that you can use to automate your bills. You can move the money for these bills into a particular app that will help you to be sorting out these bills without you having to touch your money or go through your account every single time. With that way, it will help you to cut down on making a lot of unnecessary expenditures at the end of the month. Then the number four on my list is start small and start investing wisely. Now, when you start small and start investing early, it will help you to build what is called compound interest. Let's take, for instance, in starting small, you can take savings, for instance. You can start with, oh, I'm going to start saving XYZ amount out of the money I make every month. With that way, you are starting small, and over time, it is going to compound. You can also start small with investing in things like real estate, stocks, bond, or even crypto, right? But before you start investing in any of this, ensure you speak with experts who will guide you in understanding how this market works and how you can start investing in them early. With that way, you start building wealth for yourself over time. So start small, start early, and over time is going to grow bigger and you get better. And aside getting better, you will grow and build wealth for yourself over time. And then finally on my list is start implementing. This is what I mean. After you must have watched this video from the beginning to this particular point, you can pick a point or you can pick something that stood out for you in this video and start implementing. For instance, you can say, oh, because I've watched this video, I will start going through my bank statement every month to analyze my expenditures. Or because I've watched these videos, I will start saving XYZ of the income I make every month. Or because I've watched this video, I will start investing in real estate or in the stock market and get started with investing. With this way, once you start doing any of this, you see that over time you become conscious of money, because the truth is that a lot of people avoid money talks, but these are the things that controls our day-to-day activities. And if we avoid to talk about it, we may remain, or you may remain in a particular state that you struggle with your finances and you will not be able to scale from where you are to where you want to be. So ensure that after watching this video, you start implementing and you see how your life will transform over time. The truth is that a lot of people wish to get better, a lot of people wish to own properties, a lot of people wish to own investment, a lot of people wish to have a lot of money, but they're not paying attention to these tiny habits I have mentioned in this video. In this year 2026, take note of these tiny habits I have mentioned in this video and you become financially literate, and not just being literate, you will become financially stable over time. So if you need guide on how you can get started with investing in real estate right here in the city of Enugu, especially if you want to start out as a beginner, we are here to help you. All you need to do is to reach out to us on the number showing on your screen and we'll get you started. So until I come to your face again, see you in the next one.